while I was climbing up the stairs, I started feeling a little dizzy. Can I have the day off? Yeah, that's a no. Are you kidding me? So we have 1 stripe remaining for now. I don't think I really want to give that away right now. What's that A mean? Oh, he's absent. Wait, is he? Is that what it means? What's the A mean? Alcoholic? Angry? I don't know. Alright, I guess we'll find out. Let's start the day. Yep, we're gonna go to the map. No copyright music, man. Alright, so this is our situation. So to start out with, let's just immediately go to... Wait, where's Price? That's weird. Oh, here she is. Okay, never mind. Shift B. This is Shift B. Alright. So, can we fire her for being, yep, too old. Get out of here. You fired. And then, let's see. All these people are resting up right now. Everybody here looks good. I think we're just gonna hire a new cop. Let's get Rick Kugaranis. He appears to be pretty good. So, Shift A. Actually, we have the same amount of people. Alright, so I'm gonna hire him for Shift B. So it's not going to be useful straight away, but it will be a good idea. A member of the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot, carrying a long iron rod. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards, thieves, bloodsuckers." Alright, so that we've got some destruction of property. It sounds like it could be a pretty serious fight, so I'm just going to instantly send Kochi. And let's send Kane, our new cop, as well. I think the two of them should be able to deal with an old man. I think we got this. If someone commits a serious crime and flees the scene, the case goes to your detectives. Alright, oh here we go, Homicide. They investigate the crime scene, interview witnesses, and gather whatever information seems pertinent. One of your detectives will be lead investigator on the case. You can assign additional detectives to any case who will work under the lead investigator as subordinates. The more professional the lead investigator, the more effective the team. Alright, so I'm gonna start with Mole, and then... Is there any reason not to assign both of these? Because we only have one investigation. Black activist Ronnie Moore was found shot outside his home. So I'm just gonna send all my detectives. This sounds important to Homicide. Let's go. Let's do this. Whoa, what? Fire all black cops. A racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. Are you kidding me? They recently sent a message to a local radio station promising to kill all the black doctors, firemen, and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. The racists are getting more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. You'll have to fire all your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial tensions. Are you serious right now? Alright, hold on. So they're telling me to fire... Oh, no, I'm not gonna do that. Are you kidding me? Come on. I don't care what the mayor tells me to do. I'm not gonna fire people. That's messed up. That is really messed up. I wonder how many people will actually do this. Alright, we got a carjacking. A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. Now, it could be false alarm. So I'm going to send, let's say, my 2 best officers, my worst officer, and then one that's kind of middle of the line. If this really is a stolen vehicle, we're going to want a lot of cops here to deal with this. And apparently, Price doesn't know she's fired yet, so we can still send her to do stuff. Alright, the investigation has started. Detectives have interviewed witnesses, collected evidence from the scene, and are pursuing the investigation. Expect results. Alright, let's see. We got several clues. A drunk witness. They drove by in a sedan. They shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. Few muffled shots. He got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time. Well, that's not useful. I don't remember the car, and the neighborhood was quiet. I never heard any shots. The police these days don't do nothing. I almost died myself. I went to buy some medicine and was nearly hit by some idiot's car. Alright, so I guess my people are just gonna try to fix this. I don't really know If I am going to need to do anything for this, no idea. Alright, so the old man was captured. Kochi and Kane are now doing better. They are better cops than they used to be. And that's the way I like to see it. And we have no other crimes to speak of, which is pretty cool. Alright, who's this? Where are they going? The driver is nowhere to be seen. Let's see, this was the carjacking. So either we interview any witnesses, we wait at a safe distance for the driver to appear, or we search the car. That's pretty tricky. I think we ought to maybe just interview any eyewitnesses while we can. Yeah, let's do that. They're all, you know, still... Oh, it actually worked. We caught him. Yeah, look at that. Okay, nice. Good choice. Courtney Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing bifocals seated on a bench beside a playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and has taken several photographs of them. Alright, I'm guessing this is not a false alarm. It could easily be just a dad or something. But just to be safe, I'm going to send Kochi and Austin. Let's bag this guy. If he actually is a creepy weirdo, we're going to get him. I could have sent Prize, but, you know, she's basically useless. That's why she's fired. I didn't really want to deal with any of that. Alright, let's see. The offender was caught. Officers are unharmed. Suspicious individual. So that was the pervert, I think. Yeah, it must have been. Alright, good. Alright, let's see. Mr. Boyd, I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club, and for my first exhibition, I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight, I'll teach your man a few tricks, something that will help him out in the streets. So this most likely will make one of our officers more effective. I'm going to send in Asano. She is on the verge of being a good cop. This could be pretty useful, so I'm going to... Actually, no, I'm going to say Yancey. Yeah, it makes more sense. He's a good cop. Let's do that. Totally trust that guy. And as soon as we give him a stripe, he's actually going to be our very best cop. Alright, homicide report. Your detectives present frames, different versions of what might have happened at the crime scene. So we have 3 frames. They get it wrong half the time, but a good cop can separate fact from fiction if they know how to look at case materials. The more professional the detectives working on an investigation, the better their instincts. To get to your suspects, you'll need to figure out the true sequence of events at the crime scene, using the frames you think likely, sometimes with a little guesswork thrown in. If you add it all up but the sequence fails, you're probably telling the wrong story. Alright, so let's see. This is most likely what happened. So he was leaving his house. Someone was waiting around the corner. So they drove up, shot him. Is that good? Drove by in a sedan. This is a sedan. A few muffled shots. There's a silencer there. Okay, that doesn't really matter whether he's been cursing. Never heard any shots. That also works because it was a silencer. Nearly hit by some idiot's car. So there was a car. Maybe it was this sequence actually. Like the car is waiting right over there. Drove by, shot him. But this makes more sense to me though. So for now, I guess I'll just leave it like that. Oh, here we go. Fight. A bartender reports that a couple dancers started fighting over tips and a cat fight broke out right on stage. It's probably not something really serious, but I'm just going to send some cops. I'm going to send Kochi. I'm going to send Purdy. And I'm going to send Tsubaki. I'm going to send only ladies because the male cops are just going to get distracted by the dancers, you know. You got to think these things through. That's just the way it is. All right, another fight. A bartender reported that a fight has broken out between a patron and the bar's bouncer. The man, apparently drunk, had climbed onto the stage while a local singer was performing and tried to sing a duet with her. So it's probably not super serious. I'm just going to send the best cops I have available. I'm going to send Asano and Kane, and they can deal with the situation. It doesn't sound super serious, so I think it might be okay. Oh my god. Damn. Chief, I just about nailed the Jap a couple times, but he was too fast for me and won on points. Is this guy like a mega racist or something? I don't really understand all their rules, so I can't keep track of points very well, but he was alright. Even showed me a few tricks after the match. I got carried away a little and pulled my back. Think I could take a day off? Yeah, okay, so he's off for the rest of the day. But Yancey's now an amazing cop. He really picked up some great tricks there, apparently. On the stage are two strippers going at it, and it's gone beyond arguing to a full-on cat fight. The bouncer is fast asleep, clearly too wasted to handle the situation. The drunken patrons are happily watching the fight. So we can shut off the music and turn up the lights. We can draw our service weapon. That seems a little bit, you know, crazy. Or we can say, listen girls, cut the crap or this is going to get serious. I think we're just going to have to end this scene. So we're just going to shut off the music, turn up the lights. The strippers continue fighting, oblivious of the police presence. We can either watch them go at it and don't interfere, step onto the stage and try to separate the girls, or ask the bartender for a bucket of cold water and throw it on the combatants. I feel like that might just be something that the patrons just want to see. We're actually going to try and separate them. And it looks like that was pretty good. Alright, there we go. That was a good call, but now it's time for the last call of the day. Kane and Asano are breaking up this fight right now. And they actually did it. Nobody got harmed, they both did a good job. Really proud of them. Alright, so that is the end of day 4. I'd say that was a pretty successful day. Yancey's a lot better now. Look at that. We actually, Shift B is actually way more competent so far, I think, across the board than Shift A. But that's fine. Checkpoint, day 5. Alright, so anyway guys, I'm going to actually end it here for now. In the next part, we're going to check out the, this day's highlights. No. This day's, newspapers, I guess, and headlines. That was the word I was looking for. We're going to check out the newspapers and go about our day. So, I'll talk to you guys in the next part.